Auto Care Plus. If you didn't recognize by the title, this is the worst overspray job I've ever encountered. Probably times 10. Let me bring you guys in. We've been working on it for a little while now. We did a good decon wash just to really get at it. I mean, you could see this thing is just clustered. Just absolutely terrible. Everywhere. I mean, black trim. I already got it off of the glass on this side. The glass was actually the easiest part. If you know anything about overspray, it's a little easier for glass. I mean, this car is beat to crap. It's scratched like crazy. Just absolutely riddled with overspray on everything. So as you guys can see, check that out. Just absolutely terrible. This is where we've already removed it to a level that we could get to. And you can see this is pretty marred up from the clay. We're doing a full polish on this thing. We're gonna really just bring this car back to life, that sort of thing. Here's some more of it right there. I think this is one of those jobs that if I would have had maybe a clay mitt, or not a clay mitt, one of those clay pads that go on a buffer. I'm sure a lot of you guys know what I'm talking about because some of you guys have probably used that before. I think we would save a lot of time on this job because you can see it's just absolutely covered. I've tried, let's see, I tried the adhesive remover that I have. That didn't even really touch it. What actually was starting to work on it was a clay towel. Just a basic clay towel was taking off really good the top layer, but those things. This is gonna be a very big job. I quoted them out appropriately for this job. So I'm gonna come back near the end and kind of show you guys the results at the end and show you, we're using O&R as a clay lube and just going at it basically. So this is really the process right in here. So why don't you go ahead and hit a spot, Jacob? So this panel has been all sprayed down with the O&R. We're using the clay towel for like the top layer of it. And then we go in with the clay bars and kind of finish it off. But like I said, this approach, it's marring up the paint pretty good. But that's why, you know, you have to know that and you have to communicate that to the customer that, you know, when you're doing overspray removal, it's two separate jobs. Actually, kind of like Oscar, I think is his name, with Detail Groove. He released a video recently about that where he talked about that you have to explain that it's two separate jobs. Removing the overspray and then actually polishing the paint, because if you don't price this appropriately, you're gonna just be beating yourself up, working really, really hard for very little money. Because this, between two of us, it's gonna take us probably 4 or 5 hours for this car. So you do the math with one, that's 8 or 9 hours worth of labor. So, I mean, you gotta price it out appropriately. So luckily, this pretty much is the only job we have today. So we're just gonna be tag teaming this car pretty much the entire time and really just, you know, doing everything we can to get this thing as good as we can. As you guys saw, the paint's in terrible condition to start with. I mean, it's hard to tell at this angle, but that whole door, I mean, every piece of this car is just scratched up really bad. So we're just gonna try to revamp it, bring it back to life. But you can see right there what that's doing, guys. How bad that was and compared to what it is right now. Hopefully you guys can see that. There's not much left of overspray right there, and that's just with the clay towel. And I go down here and kind of show you. You can see still quite a bit of overspray down there where we haven't gotten to yet. Or even right in there. Yeah, there's a good one. Because that's just bad. That compared to this. So the clay towel's working, followed up by a clay bar, but like I said, it really does mar the paint pretty good. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now, and I'll come back and we'll check out the finished results, and if I run into anything else, we'll add that into the video. Okay guys, real quick, I wanted to go back into the video before we were done and show you just a couple different things that I've been trying in order to get, you know, the best way to get this off. I've actually looked at a couple of other videos just to see what other people tried. I've seen this method of doing the magic eraser. Let me show you. We're just using that clay lube. You can pretty much see that does nothing. Pretty much nothing. So let me wipe that off. Okay, the other thing that I saw people doing, this is the crazier, harder way to do it. Well, you need experience to do this, which is lacquer thinner. I have tried lacquer thinner as well. Let me show you if I can. Yep, yeah, you can see in the reflection there. There we go. Okay, so I just got a small little bit on this rag, and I'll just try it up here. I'll let it sit, go slow. I'm not really pushing because I don't want to scrub the heck out of the clear coat. But look at that. Oh, no results really at all, which is crazy, right? You would think that that would do something. That's doing nothing. This overspray is so cured on there. So that's why I'm saying this is the worst I've ever done, is because it is bad. Like, it does not want to come off. That's why the approach we're having to take is just a good old-fashioned clay bar and scrubbing, just like Jacob is doing over there. It's just gonna be a pain in the butt. It's just gonna take time. These are the jobs that you just gotta be patient with and just really focus in and hone in on and just get to it, you know, the good old-fashioned way, because that is really the only way we're finding that it's coming off. If you got other ways that you guys do, feel free to comment down below. I'd love to hear how you guys would handle overspray. Most definitely. Just so leave me a comment down below. Also, don't forget to like the video. And if you're not subscribed already, hit that subscribe button. Do me a favor and do that real quick. I wanted to kind of give you a quick update on the process we're finding actually is working the best. Actually, you could see a bunch of marring actually right there. So this door was just riddled with the overspray. This is after just using the clay towel. We're finding actually really good results getting the overspray part off with just a clay towel, and then hitting it with some CSI polish, which I'll show you guys a spot that I've already done here in a minute. But you can see, guys, how bad the condition of this paint really is. It's so bad that I would almost say this is beyond kind of fixing. I mean, unless the customer wanted to pay a lot more than what they're paying right now, but we could do some work at that point. But you can kind of see it's hard to focus, I'm sorry about that. You guys can see I'm doing this on my phone. But just comparably speaking to what it was, it's night and day difference as far as the overspray. Here's some more of that overspray that's still there. You guys can kind of see that there. Yeah, there we go. So that's what we've been dealing with on the entire thing, and then getting to a point of like this. So that's not too bad, I would say. Yes, this, like I'm going to continue saying it, this paint is in terrible condition, so do not judge this by the condition of this paint. Yes, it's marred, but right now I'm going to show you a test spot that I just did on what kind of results we're going to be getting afterwards with just a single step polish called CSI. So this is the paint marring before. This is how bad the condition was. This is after. This is a three passes with CSI polish right here. You guys can see a very definitive line right there. Obviously it's rock chipped to all get out. It's not in the best condition, but you guys can see a very definitive line between here and there. I mean, what you're seeing now, those white speckles and stuff like that, what that is on here, that's rock chips, guys. That's what that is. I mean, this thing is glass smooth right now. I haven't topped it. I'm going to top it with probably just a seal and shine or something like that. Something to just get some pretty good protection, that sort of thing. So all in all, that's probably the process. Well, that is the process that we're going to be doing on this entire thing. That was with my, actually I pulled out the Flex just because it's got a little bit more power. I'm going to get a little bit more correction out of it than what I would with a Rupes. So this is where we're going to be getting this. Actually, this lighting does not do this justice, to be honest, through the phone. So hopefully that shows up good enough through the phone. But all right, I'll come back when the car's done. I keep saying that, and then I keep coming across things that I should probably share. So here it is. Looks really good from this far away, of course. But we can get in there and kind of see where this was just absolutely riddled with that overspray. Yes, it's still got some RIDs, which is the random isolated deep scratches. That's not really what we were going for on this job. This car was hammered, as you guys saw from the beginning of this video. We were really just going for the overspray removal and a light polish, which is what we did. We did CSI as a polish, and I topped it actually with Seal and Shine, and got pretty darn good results for the most part for a quick one step. Here's some of the spots where, you know, I brought you guys in last time. See, it's damaged paint really, really bad, but the overspray's gone, and it's way better than this car looked when we got it. That sort of thing. So bring you guys in on this. As you can see, it's super damaged paint. But anyway, guys, that's the finished results of this worst overspray I've ever seen in my life. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, please, and like the video. Comment down below, like I said before, what you guys use to do overspray removal. I would love to hear it. We're here to help each other. So anyway, guys, catch you guys on the next one. Peace.